Okay, we're going to pick up for week 12 now on the floor plan where we left off with the stairs and the doors. We're going to start today by adding the elevators. The elevators are going in this area, and what I've done on Blackboard is uploaded several files that we're going to be able to use. So if you go and we can just say, I'm going to go by the book here. So we're going to start on page, make sure I get to the right area, 3-58, which is adding the elevator. We're activating level 1, which I'm already on. We're going to go to our architecture, actually go to our insert tool, insert, load family, and we're going to go find the files that we downloaded, that I downloaded, and they're in my desktop CIE 101 home. I actually created a library called families here rather than putting them all in the Revit file. So there's my families, and I want my elevator, and we're going to go ahead and open that up, and it's going to upgrade it to a newer version for us. Pretty sure it's in there. So if I go to architecture, component, place a component, there's my elevator. If I drop this down, you can actually see that there's a couple different, well, this is the only size available. So we're going to grab that elevator. If you place it just inside, there's actually 2 elevators here. So I'm going to place 1, and don't worry about where it is, just give yourself room for 2. 1 elevator here, and we're going to put 1 elevator right here. So you can just kind of eyeball them for now. Okay. Now we're going to right click and just hit escape to cancel out of that. Might have to hit escape twice. We're going to add a wall in here now. And my elevator's a little bit, I'm going to bring it up a little closer to the wall here. Go, bring it right up in there. This one I'll select it and just pull it right down close to the wall. So now we're going to place a wall in behind it, and we'll do one at the midpoint. So we're going to add our wall. So we're going to go to wall. We want a 3 1/8 inch petition, 1 hour. They don't really give us some dimensions, so we're going to add, and we want to constrain both walls to the roof line. So up to level roof line. See if they give us some dimensions. No. They do want us to go on page 3-60. We're going to go to our Manage tab. We're going to go to our Additional Settings. And we're going to go down to Temporary Dimensions. Click on this. And we want center lines on both of these set. And we're just going to say OK. So it was already set that way anyhow. Now we'll go back and put our walls in. So we'll go to Architecture, Wall. We're going to place a wall, and just behind the elevator somewhere, just place it in here. And we're going to place another wall from approximately the center line to this location. Okay? So we've already checked our annotation. So we're going to activate our annotate line now too. I might have to hit escape a couple times. Annotate. We're going to select our aligned dimension. We're going to select the center of the wall. We want to change this to wall center line. So we want center wall to center door to center wall to center door down to center wall, and then bring it out. Okay? You're going to left click on this equal symbol. And now these are all set equal. It actually adjusted everything. I don't think we need then if we to display the dimensions, it says select the extension line of the dimension. I'll just hit escape because it's still in there. And select the extension line, uncheck the EQ display, and then it will actually give us the dimensions between each one. Now we're going to split these walls out at 2 locations so that we can change them. So we're going to I'm going to go ahead and turn that off for a second. Go to our Modify tool. We're going to select Split, and I want to split it right here, and I want to split it. Oops, took me out of the. So I'm going to split it right there. I don't know why it keeps doing that, and we're going to split it right there. Now we're going to select. See if this will work. Hit escape a couple times. If we select right through this, no, didn't split those walls, so I'm going to come back up here and make sure this gets split. Right there. There we go. So now we'll select these walls. Oops, did I miss one? Oh, I did. Okay. We want to split right there too. All right. Now we'll try it. So we're going to select these walls, these 4, and then we have to go to our filter. We're going to uncheck specialty equipment. So we're just selecting the walls. And we're going to change this to a new type of wall. We're going to select Edit Type. So we're back in our wall construction. Select Duplicate. And we're going to call this one Interior. And it's a 4 3/8 CMU for concrete masonry unit. Just say OK. We're going to select our edit option, and of course we had all of this other stuff out here. So we're going to select layer 1, finish chipboard. We're going to delete layer 2. We don't need that one. We got a core boundary. We got layer 3 is going to be structure 1, which is concrete masonry units. So we're going to change it from metal studs. Come on. Just thinking. So we're going to type in concrete masonry units. Okay. The thickness of those masonry units are 3 1/8 inches. 3 1/8. Our gypsum wall board was 5/8 of an inch thick up here. I need to change that. And then the interior finish on this, we don't need layer 6. We're going to delete that. So finish 2 is going to also be gypsum wall board, which is already there. And the thickness of that is going to be 5/8 of an inch also. And we will say OK. Hit OK again. Can't make wall. Delete instance. There we go. And I think that's because of this little corner up here. I didn't get that cut just right. So I'm going to hit escape. Just going to grab that wall. Pull it back up. So now it's connected. And then if I just bring it down to here, that looks better. So that fixed them up. Now we're going to go to our alignment tool. And we're going to select multiple alignments. Is turned off, and we want wall faces. So I think what we can do is I want this to be my alignment, and then I can bring this wall out to it. So that brings those walls out flush. We're going to switch to a 3D view now. There's our elevator shaft, and we pull this over, we can see our elevator shaft. Now what we need to do is put doors on the upper level. So we're going to activate level 2. We're going to zoom in, and we are going to place select the door tool, architecture door, and I think we probably need to load it. We'll go to our desktop, CIE 101 home, go to our families, there's our door elevator, we'll hit open. It's going to upgrade the model again for us. We pull this down. Fortunately it's metric, but I think it's probably the same size, so we'll try it. So we're going to put that right in, center it on this wall, and we're going to center it on this wall. Make sure your tag on placement is also turned on. So that's door 11 and 12. So now if we come back down to our first floor level, of course this one didn't tag the doors when it put them in, but we'll check that out in a bit. Now we can see that our elevator doors are on the top and the bottom. We could probably change I don't know whether we can change the way the buttons show up on there. It's probably just 2 different sizes, but that's okay. So now we got our elevators on both floors, even though we don't have a floor in there. We don't get to floors until chapter 5. And actually I think we can, let's go to our level 2 again. If I select this door, then I can hit this arrow. Same thing on this one, hit this arrow. And now if we go back to our 3D view, see our buttons are all on the same side now. You can actually select the door. You can say elevator call button. This is right side or left side. You can actually flip it here too if you wanted to. But I think we've pretty much got it. Okay. They are in place. We're going to do a file save. And then we're going to go back and start working on the bathrooms. So we're starting on page 3-65. We're going to go to our level 1 floor plan. Our bathrooms are going in this area. So we've got a urinal with screen, a countertop with sinks, a dispenser, paper towels, a toilet stall, 3D with toilet, an accessible toilet stall, a mirror, and a trash receptacle. And these are all loaded in from some textbook files, and I've already got them in the family directory. So I'm going to, again, put these on Blackboard so you can download them. So we're going to go into I think that's all set. So, make sure I'm in the right spot. On level 1, we're going to select component, place a component, or actually we're going to have to load family. We're going to go find our, I think we can load up all of these at one time by just holding down the control key. Yep. So we're going to go to our desktop, go to our CIE 101 home, families, and I want my counter, my dispenser, my mirror, my toilet stall, my accessible toilet stall, my trash receptacle, and my urinal with screen, and hit open. And it's going to go through the update thing, updating them from a 2009 version to a 2016. And if it gives us that message in the book, we're going to say overwrite the shared subcomponent assembly right there. Now we're going to select the toilet stall accessible 3D with a toilet, 60 by 60 inches. So we're going to select this one. We'll go right in here and we're going to place this toilet right here on the wall. Now we want to align it, so we're going to select Align. This is my alignment. This is the wall I want it, or this is the toilet stall portion, and that'll just bring it right up to the wall. Now we're going to select our regular toilet stall 36 by 60. So this is handicap. The next one is going to be a regular. So we go back to our architecture component, place a component. We should have a toilet stall 36 by 60 clear with a toilet. You have to get over onto the wall, so I'm just going to place one here, and then we're going to place one right here. I'm going to hit escape. Now I'm going to align this first, so I'm going to hit my align tool. This is going to be my alignment. This is what I want aligned. This is my alignment. This is what I want aligned. So now it brings all of my toilet stalls in line with one another. Okay, hit escape. Now what we're going to do is bring in our sink, which is back to our architecture, place component, and we should have a sink. Let's see if it's here. Sink, and we want, I don't know why those came in as metric. I think I grabbed them off the right one. We'll use the 600 by 1800 according to the book. I think the author was too lazy. And we're going to place that sink right here on this wall, somewhere close. And we're going to place it. And I said, notice if you pull on the sink, if I hit escape, if I actually pull the length of this down, it adds more sinks to it. I don't want to do that. So we're going to go ahead and add a trash receptacle. I just want to see, put this one kind of where they've got theirs. They leave a little gap up here on the top, and we'll probably get them lined up here in a minute. So the next thing we're going to do is add a trash receptacle. These are buried into the wall, so we're going to go to component, place a component. We're going to go look for our trash receptacle. Should be alphabetical, so we'll look down here at trash receptacle. So we've got one right here. want to make sure I get them, yep, right there. Whoops. And I think I got to flip it. There we go. So it's facing inside. That's a trash receptacle. Now we're going to place a mirror on here that is 72 inches by 48 inches. And we're going to place it above the sink. So we're going to go to our selection, select mirror. Should be a mirror here, right there. 72 by 48. And you can see you can place it on either side of the wall. We want it placed right there. And then we are going to place a paper towel dispenser. So we're going to go here. And it should be dispenser towel right there. And we're placing that just below the sink. So there's our paper towel dispenser. Hit escape. So if I'm actually walking or looking at the bathroom now, if I want to click a view, and I just want to say, okay, what's it going to look like in here if I'm looking at the bathroom? This would be what we'd see. There's our sink, paper towel dispenser, our mirror, and our trash and dispenser. And we've got our toilets over on this side. So if I actually, I don't know whether I can spin them up, but no, I can't get to them. Okay, so we'll get rid of that just to show you what we just created. Now we're going to make sure we save it just to be safe. And now we're going to create that bathroom on the other side. Now it says activate level 1. We're already in this. We're going to hold down the control key and select the top 2 stalls. This one, oops, and that one. Select the countertop with the sinks. Select the mirror. Okay, got it. We're going to select the we're selecting everything but one toilet stall. And now we're going to mirror that, so we're going to use the mirror tool with the draw axis. We're going to find this center point right doesn't want to give me a mirror point here. Well, that's weird. Okay, I'm going to fix that. I'm going to hit escape. Well, maybe I had to hit escape anyway. There we go. Try it now and see if it, no, it's not going to do it. So we'll fix it. We'll go to our architecture model line. We're just going to create a line right from this point to this point. And now hit escape. We're going to select this one, this one, this one. Want to mirror that one, and that one. Now let's try our mirror draw axis. This time we can find the center point. Go vertical. It's thinking. So then it creates our mirror image of our bathroom on this side. Now the only thing we need to do is throw in a urinal with a screen. So we come over here to our component, and we're going to go look for urinal with a screen. Urinal with screen. And we can place that. I think they say if you can hit the space bar. Oh, it flips it that way. All right, we're going to put it right here. place it right there, and then we'll flip it, and then we will hit escape, and we can align that then. Let's take our align tool, go to modify, align. I want to align this wall. That's not going to let me. Let me pull it down. Now we'll hit our align tool and say I want this to align to that. So it places that urinal right where it needs to be on the wall. Now we need to select the walls around the lavatory should be set to the correct wall type. So let's see, do we need to split them? See if we can select them. So if I hit my escape key a couple times and select just these 4 walls, no. So we need to split these walls. I'm not sure if they just want the walls. It says the walls surrounding both lavatories should be set to 5-inch. So we're going to split our wall. We'll split it here. Should already be split there and there. We'll split this one here. And then we'll hit escape twice. Now we'll select it all. But I don't want the stairwell. Should probably not be. So let's select just those. We're going to go to our filter, and we're going to take out everything but walls. We're going to say apply, and OK. And now we're going to change that wall to a 5-inch petition, 2-hour. And we have a 5-inch petition right there that is a 2-hour. And it changes it. And now we'll take our align tool and bring those back into alignment. So we're going to take align, and I'm going to first of all align this one. And then we'll align this wall to this one. See if we get any other alignment issues. Right here, we want to align this wall to this wall. So that brings everything in alignment, except for this one. So I want this one to this one. Okay, very good. It may throw our dimensions off a little later on, but it's all part of the design process. Now we're going to do a file save. And we're going to move into exercise 3-16, and we're going to create a 3-dimensional view. Open our drawing, which we already have. We're going to go to our 3D view right here. And under our properties menu, actually somehow we got to get those toilets to the upstairs, don't we? Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do right now. So under our properties menu, right here, we're going to right click on it and say duplicate view. And we're just going to say duplicate. So there's our copy. We're going to right click on that and rename it lavatory. We're going to scroll down in the properties view and find enable section box. Okay, we're there. Extents. There it is. Section box right there. Went right by it. And then we see this clear box show up around the outside. We're going to select that box, and we see some grips that show up on the outside. Select the grips and reduce the size of the box so only the lavatories are shown. So we're going to bring this in to about here. I'm going to bring this in to about here. I'm going to bring these all the way down to here. We're going to bring this one all the way down to here. I don't know whether they want us to go inside the walls. Let's go just, whoops, hit escape. This box, will bring it inside so we can spin it around and see our lavatories on the inside. So that should be good right there. We're going to select the mirror. And we're going to set the elevation of that to 4 feet. Oops, I know. I learned to type. 4 feet. And that'll raise it up. Now, I think, let's go to the other mirror, which is on this wall. Select that one, and we'll adjust the height of that one to 4 feet. We see it raise up a little bit. Now we're going to copy these layouts to the upstairs. So we're going to start with level 1. And we are going to select the components used in the layout. So see if we can do this easily. This one. Hold down the control key. This one. Get everything. Mirror. I think I got the mirror. That thing. And we want this toilet, this toilet, this toilet, urinal, stall, stall, sink, I can't see the mirror now. We'll go with that. I can always put the mirror on after the fact. And we've got one more piece right there. Should have left those mirrors down at 3 feet, but that's okay. We're going to create a group. I don't need to use the filter, but now we're going to create group, and that is right here. Create group. We're going to call it lavatory. Hit OK. And we're going to say copy to clipboard, which is right here. We're going to go to level 2. And we're going to select, I want to make sure I get this right. Paste. I'm going to drop this down and say aligned to selected levels. And I want my level 2 to be my selected level. Hit OK. And my bathrooms show up on the second floor now. Probably except for my, so I'm going to go down to my laboratory view again. We can see I've got So let me select a mirror and a mirror. Oops, control. Select both mirrors. See if I can do it this way. And we will say create group. Let's just call it mirrors. Probably screwing something up here. Hit OK. And we're going to say copy. Go to level 2. And we're going to say align to selected levels. Level 2. Hit OK. And let's go look at our laboratory 3D. And there's our mirrors mounted on the second floor. Very good. Look down in, see your toilets and toilet paper holders, and is that what those are? Look like it. Something hanging out there. Oh, that's the grab bars. All right. Very cool. And now we're going to go back. We can go back to our 3D view so we can see everything in here, upper and lower levels without any floors. Go back to our plan 1, do a fit view, and we'll just do a file, save. So when you look at level 1, looks like this. You look at level 2, it's going to look like this. So you don't see those corridor walls. You're just seeing open office space up here. So now what we're going to do is move on to exercise 3-18. We're going to place a curtain wall on here. So go to level 1, floor plan level, and we're going to select the east wall. Make sure it's the wall, not the grid line. Select the storefront curtain wall using the type selectors in the properties menu. So if we bring this down, and I believe it's down near the bottom, we can see curtain wall, and what we want is storefront. I'm going to click on this, and it's going to create a storefront out of this window. Now we want to select VV and go down to elevations, visibility graphics. Why am I missing it? Enable elevations. I don't see them. It's probably under these annotation categories. I think that's where we turned them off. Hit apply and OK. There's our elevation. If yours is inside, you can just move it to the outside, just like they show on page 380. Now we're going to left click on the triangular portion of the elevation, this one, and move the blue line so it's outside the building, just like that. Now if we double click on this now, we'll bring up this east elevation. We can see it down here now. You can see our markers need to be fixed, so we're going to select column line 1. Make sure I'm on the right side. Not sure why those aren't. really don't want to move it, so I'm going to Control Z back out of that one. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Let's go back to our lines here. Maybe I didn't have these all locked in place, so let's pin them. So I'm missing a grid line on this one, so I got to put that in. Obviously, it either got deleted or disappeared. I'm going to go ahead and put that grid line in. That one was 2.5. So now if I select that one, we're going to pin it. That one's pinned. Let's see if these are pinned. I don't think I pinned these. Let me just select them all and get them pinned before I forget it. There we go. East elevation. Unpin that now. Bring it up. Still not right, so I'm going to go back and check these again. I'm going to select them all. I think they probably weren't constrained when I created them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video, and I'm going to go fix that, and then when I get back, we should be able to work them. I probably rushed through this one, and let me just select them and see if it. Let me just try one quick thing. Yeah, they're pinned, but all right. All right, we got her figured out. I went back and redid all my grids because they weren't constrained on this particular model that I started. So if I select this one, you can see it's pinned now. We unpin it. We're just going to bring our column lines up. I'll bring them up a ways and then just repin it. That gets those out of the way. So now we're going to they want us to turn off the visibility of the grid, so set VV. We're going to go down to grids. Which I don't use annotation. It shouldn't be grids, but there it is. Hit apply and OK. Now our grids are gone. Now what we're going to do is select this center mullion, this one, and we are going to hit the delete key. Oops, we got to unpin it first and delete it. And now we're going to select the center grid line. And up here where it says add remove segments, right here, and we're going to select the grid line to be removed, which is this one right here. Now we've got this wide opening in our grid. We're going to select our load families from the insert tool. Insert, load family, and we're going to select our door, curtain wall, double glass. So let's look at doors. Door, curtain wall, double glass. Just not storefront, just this one. And hit open. It says hover the cursor over the edge of the panel. Do not click. Hit the tab key until that panel is open. You should see that is If I left click on it, System Glaze panel, which it shows right up here, we're going to unpin it, and we're going to come up here, and we're changing that to a double curtain wall, double glass. Left click, and that places that set of doors right on the screen. If we actually look at this in fine, we'll actually see the door handles on it. Okay, that was kind of a bear, but we got through it. So that places the doors on it. If we look at this in our 3D view now and kind of spin it around, we can see we've got a glass entrance front now on the end of the building. Like that, with a set of doors on it. And if we make it fine, we can see the handles on the doors there. So now we're going to go see if we can mess with this curtain wall. We're moving to exercise 3-19 on 385. And we'll see if we can get through this. We're on our east end, so it wants us to go to the east end of the wall. Select the curtain wall door, which is this one. Using the type selector, change the door to a system panel glazed. System panel glazed. I don't know if I have that. System panel glazed. Okay. The curtain wall now has a glass panel instead of a door. Activate the architecture ribbon. I guess I can click out of that. And select the curtain grid. On the ribbon, we're going to look for the placement tool, the one that says one segment. Hover the mouse over the horizontal mullion right here to preview the placement. And we're going to key in. If I just left click here, then I can click this, and it's going to be 1 foot 6 inches. Okay. Hover on the other side, other one placement. So if we hover on this horizontal, right there, just click here. And again, we'll select this and type in 1 foot 6 inches. So that gives us our 2 mullions. It should look just like it does on page 3-87 on number 12. You're going to left click on that vertical mullion. I'll hit escape twice. Left click on the left vertical mullion, and you notice that the top and bottom has a double hash mark. You're going to left click on, it says left click on the top crosshatch, which is right here. Note that the mullion shifts position. Left click on the bottom crosshatch, and it shifts position again. Repeat the steps on the other mullion. So we select this one now, bring that one up, bring this one down. So it fits it inside the mullions on either side. Hover the cursor over the edge of the panel. Press the Tab key till it highlights inside. We're seeing, whoops, left click to select it, System Panel Glazed. And now we're going to change this to a curtain wall double glass door like we did before, but now it's the right size. Left click, and now we'll do a file save. So far, so good. Let's look at it in 3D just for the fun. And there's our double glass doors coming out through the curtain wall. Now we're going to do some more things with this curtain wall. We're going to go back to our, we'll leave it right here in 3D. You're going to go to our Insert ribbon, select Load Family, and we're going to browse looking for spider clips. And I didn't download those, so I'm going to go do that right now. I actually have them on my machine, but I need to put them in the right place. So let me just cancel that, minimize this, go to my book files, I'm looking for a spider clip, RFA. Should be alphabetical, spider. I should probably take anything that says spider on it here. Right click, copy, and we're going to desktop, CA 101 home, families, right click and paste. So I'll have all these files loaded up for you when we're ready to go. So now we go to Insert, Load Family. We'll go to our desktop, CIE 101 home, families. I'm looking for spider clips. No idea what they are. We'll just say open. And it's going to upgrade them. Now it wants to select the curtain wall, so it's highlighted. We're going to hit the Edit type in the Property panels. Okay. Select Duplicate. And we're going to call this one Curtain Wall with Spiders. Spiders are obviously some type of reinforcing. Hit OK. We're going to select under the curtain panel parameter for curtain panel, system panel glazed. We're going to drop this down right here, and we're going to change it to Spider Clips Panel Center. Okay. Scroll down the diagonal dialog box and locate vertical and horizontal mullions. There's horizontal mullions and vertical. So we're setting interior type, border type 1 is going to be none. And on the we're setting all of the mullions to none. Okay. Fair enough. We'll see what happens. Maybe this makes it like one of those mullionless glass walls. Looks like it's being held up by nothing. Hit OK. We'll see this dialog, press delete mullions, but hopefully we won't see that dialog. Delete mullions. There we go. Now the curtain wall with spiders and no mullions is displayed. Isn't that fancy? So those are spiders on the curtain wall. Very cool. Now we're going to select It says extra, replace the bottom panel with spider panel. So if I just select that one, it says I need to unpin it before I can do anything. So let's see, is it pinned? Let's go to the east elevation. I can unpin it. So let's hit escape. I just hover over this and hit my tab key. I should be able to change this to, or unpin it. Oh, I see what they're doing. Unpin this one and change it here. I might have to load the family up though. So let's go to, this is extra for me, but we'll see if we can make it work. Insert, load family. I'm going to load up the spider panel bottom, which I knew I needed to get just because it said spider on it. Families, spider panel end. Right there, it's going to upgrade it. Alright, let's see if we can do this now. Hit my tab key. Spider panel end. Or panel bottom, there we go. And we'll pin it back. Didn't look like anything happened there, so let's try it again. Unpin it. Should be panel bottom, spider panel end. Which is panel bottom. Oh, I guess I got to do all of these. So I'm just going to hit my tab. See if I can do all of these. Just holding down the control key, unpin them. Change it to spider panel bottom. There we go. I got one more. We'll unpin that. Change that one to panel bottom. Awesome. So now if we look at this 3D view, that's what we're looking for. Very good. Next section is going to be adding windows. So let's just look at this whole thing now, see what we've got. We've got our bathrooms, our elevators, our staircases, exterior doors, and our window wall on the end. So we're going to move on to adding windows next. That'll be the next video that I put up that we'll take care of next. All right. And then we'll move into chapter 4, is material browsing. I think we're going to kind of skip most of that. We've already looked at some of it. We'll probably do a little bit later on, but I want to get into chapter 5 because it really bothers me that we don't have any floors in here. So we're going to go to chapter 5 the week after. So that's it for this one. We'll finish up the windows and then we'll output an image for homework for next week. So that's it for this video.